Hello, all benders and non-benders, and welcome back to the YouTube channel. No gameplay today because we have a massive announcement. We made it. We made it to 1,000 subscribers. I'm not even sure how to properly express my joy at hitting this milestone, as well as my shock, because if I'm being totally honest, I never actually thought I would make it to this point. I'm actually not technically a stranger to YouTube. I had a YouTube channel when I was a teenager of like goofy stuff with friends, and of course, while that was a very good time, it never caught any sort of traction. So I hadn't done YouTube for a nice long time until Avatar Generations came out, and for some reason, I just kind of felt like getting back into it with this channel and the Avatar Shoved channel and all that jazz, and it has been absolutely amazing. It went so well. I remember that first video when I uploaded it, I'm over here like, I'll probably get like 10 views and maybe I'll do this for a few weeks. Almost 5 months later, we're up to 1,000 subscribers, a milestone I truly never thought I would reach. So yeah, of course this video is just me gushing a little bit. Pretty unscripted, just my thoughts on the experience and how absolutely amazing it's been. And of course giving some I guess little short stories and some thanks and all that jazz. It was really funny because in the very beginning of it, you probably noticed my first few videos, my setup was crap, my webcam was crap. Not good stuff at all. I did have this microphone, but I hadn't ever used it really or set it up. And then when this YouTube channel started really actually gaining some traction, I pretty much just rearranged this entire room, got myself a nice standing desk and an arm and all that jazz. So it went from 0 to 100 real quick in terms of how committed I was to this YouTube channel. It went from good way to pass the time to, oh my gosh, I'm so motivated to do this. And I am still so motivated and absolutely having a blast. To kind of talk about some things with the game, I'm going to take this opportunity to give what I'm going to call kind of a review of Avatar Generations. I mean, obviously, I've been absolutely loving it. If I didn't love it, I wouldn't be going this long. And I really think the developers actually care about the game. They actually adjusted some pricing of some of the daily nature stone packs, making it a much better value. I didn't really ask for it. I don't think anybody did necessarily. And I mean, of course, a gacha game, mobile game, it's always going to have the usual trappings of a mobile game, but it seems like they actually do care about creating a really fun, enjoyable experience for both Avatar: The Last Airbender fans and just other mobile game players, which I do appreciate. I have played a fair share of mobile games. Honestly, that's why I'm kind of here to begin with. I'm kind of like, okay, well, I play a metric ton of mobile games anyway. When you're good at something, you might as well capitalize, right? So I've played mobile games before that have really been ruined for me by the greediness of their developers. A pretty firm example of that being Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, which is a lot like Avatar Generations in terms of gameplay and character customization and all that jazz. Yeah, developed by EA, that's about all you need to know, quite frankly, to get the full picture. That to say, I don't get that vibe from Avatar Generations and from these developers. They do their developer streams and all that jazz. They seem to actually care about making the game fun. They even give the occasional freebie on like 5 stars and such. I think they actually want the game to be good, which is not something you can say about a lot of mobile game developers. And I've been having a really good time. Of course, there's issues. the bugs that crop up can get a little spicy sometimes. And it is still very much in its infancy of its global release. Although that said, the most recent update fixed a lot of my problems with the game. Actually, really gave it some polish, which I do appreciate. So all that to say, I have been absolutely loving it, and been having a very good time with the game, even just casual play, and especially making content for YouTube. It has been fantastic. Who knows? Maybe one day we'll add some other games to it. To the channel. I've kind of got my eye on the Persona 5 Phantom X game. That gacha game that's going to be coming out in the future. Let me know if y'all like to see that or any other games. I know I kind of dabbled in Genshin Impact a little bit. Haven't really done anything with that in the recent past. But let me know if y'all like to see other games. The Persona 5 game coming up soon, maybe Genshin Impact. I am absolutely willing to see what we can do. So yeah, just kind of let me know. Maybe give me some suggestions down in the comments. And we shall see about growing this channel and maybe kind of, doing some horizontal growth as well as vertical growth on, of course, the core Avatar Generations content. So yeah, kind of looking forward to that. Some other stuff. I do want to flex my creative chops a little bit. I'm not the most creative individual in the world. You can probably look at my thumbnails and they're basic. My thumbnails are very basic. I'm not artistic. I'm just not. The thing, I pick Adobe Express's default font and I run with it. But you know what? Hey, it's getting the job done. But I do want to try to create some slightly more creative content related around Avatar Generation still, but maybe, some interesting stuff here and there. More on that later, once it kind of comes out and once I actually start producing this sort of stuff, just to kind of push my limits and see what I can do. So yeah, I kind of look forward to that. Hope y'all do enjoy the guides and the analyses content and all that jazz. Been kind of sticking to more or less of a once every other day schedule because, work, life is busy, and I'm really trying to avoid the kind of that content burnout that a lot of content creators have. Kind of trying to avoid falling into that trap of ruining for myself, and so far I think I've been doing pretty well in that regard. So yeah, I've been very, very happy with it. Just to extend some thanks here. Kind of wrap this up. Special thanks to my wife. She has been relentlessly supportive of this extremely spontaneous habit. Like literally, this YouTube channel was not planned. The day that my first video came out about upgrading characters was the day I came up with this idea. Let that sink in on how spontaneous this actually was, and she has been relentlessly supportive of me doing this channel, recording videos, buying a truly unholy amount of equipment to make this whole situation work. You might even see some of the background stuff here. That was all her. Just to kind of pretty up the background a little bit. So she has been awesome. Absolutely awesome. Love her so much. And yeah, so she's probably watching this, so love you. Yeah, so definitely that. Second thanks goes out to actually a friend of mine, fellow YouTuber on YouTube, going by the persona of Animal Man. Animal Man A, technically, is what the YouTube channel is called. So kind of like Animal Mana, but Animal Man A. He is awesome and is very much the inspiration for for me basically kind of dipping my toes into this. If you watch his videos, you'll probably find the ghosts of my old content and old channel. If you find it, it's cringe. It's cringe. Don't judge, please. I was a cringy teenager, okay? My original username was Shaved Gorilla, which just didn't. It was a cool idea for a time, but it just didn't feel like it fit. But Shoved kind of came from that, shaved, shoved, and it shoved stuck, and then Avatar Shoved is one that I actually really do enjoy. So just kind of a funny little backstory there. So he's been absolutely awesome. He creates some really cool content, much more thoughtful, artistic pieces than me. That I do think are very cool little head scratchers. So if you wanted that kind of content, definitely would recommend him. I'll put his channel down in the description if you wanted to check that out. So yeah, next I do want to extend a thanks to the developers, actually. They have been absolutely awesome to me personally. I'm sure they've reached out to other content creators as well, like Darkheart, but they've been in touch with me. They even gave me some demo characters of Yue and Zhao and some other stuff. They've been very much actually working with content creators, which is another reason why I say that these guys seem to actually care about the game being enjoyable. So they have been absolutely awesome working with me. You'll definitely see some content of Yue and Zhao in the near future. So special thanks to them. They are awesome. And yeah, very much looking forward to continuing this very positive relationship in the future. And finally, I want to thank you guys, the audience, subscribers, non-subscribers, viewers, anybody who is watching my videos even once. Y'all are the reason that this is actually happening. Without you guys, this channel would be another brief blip on the internet, one in many. But thanks to you guys, we've carved out our own little corner here. We're having a good time in our own little corner, playing our little games, and it has been a blast. A lot of you have been extremely positive, shockingly positive, about just the content and about the guides and the game in general. So massive thanks to you guys. If you have any thoughts or comments or feedback, leave that in the video comments down below. Would absolutely love to read it on this momentous occasion. We definitely want channel growth and channel improvement in any way possible. So big thanks to all of you guys. Y'all are awesome. And yeah, that's about all I got to say. A little bit rambly, but I've had a lot on my mind, a lot to talk about. So yeah. Next up, 10,000. It's going to take some time, but we can get there. We're going to keep the growth going. Even a single subscriber helps immensely. So if you haven't already and you're watching this video, go down below this video and subscribe. It would mean the world to me. And as long as there is an audience to watch my videos, we are going to keep making them and keep it going. So with that said, we shall see you next time. Have a good one.